Hello and welcome to another episode of Pub Suds and Grubs presents
The Speakeasy.
The Speakeasy. What's going on, Ken?
Hey, John.
How's it going?
Good, man. Good. Yeah, it's a little hot today, but
Is it hot enough for you?
Yeah, it's a muggy one out there.
We went right into it, man.
Yeah.
Summer started in it.
Yeah, that's just the way it always is, right, man? It's like it goes right from spring to hot, muggy nastiness where you don't even want to go outside.
Nope.
It's like winter where you don't want to leave the house, but now it's summer where you don't want to leave the house. So.
When do we ever want to leave the house?
Unless you have a pool or something, which I don't have. So
I mean, if I had a setup like this, I wouldn't want to leave the house either.
Oh, yes. I just get drunk and waste my life away.
Absolutely.
Yes.
Isn't that what we're doing anyway here?
Yes, that's exactly what we're doing. And we're just showing everyone how we're wasting our lives drinking and all that fun stuff. So, speaking of drinking, what do we have?
We have something different today.
Okay.
You recently went on a little road trip.
Yes, I went
to Vermont.
Yes. My in-laws own a house up in Vermont, Springfield, Vermont. And right around the corner from their house, there's a place called Vermont Beer Makers.
Mm-hmm.
I actually heard good things prior to going up here about Vermont Beer Makers, and I said, this is something I'll have to stop by. So my father-in-law and I stopped by there, and cool little spot, man.
Yeah.
Nice little setup there. The liquid was good, which is always most important to me.
Absolutely.
And I said, you know what? I'm bringing some back, and we are going to put these on the podcast.
Sweet.
So.
And it's something a little different. I don't know if we've ever done any of this. We only must have did one or two, if that.
Yeah.
We have a Pilsner.
Yes,
we
have
brought back a Pilsner.
Yes. I don't know what's going on with me lately.
Yeah, what's happening?
I've been drinking more and more Pilsners. Like when we were at Tim Barn the other day, I was getting Pilsners the whole time.
Yeah.
And
well, it's hot. Pilsners aren't as thick. They're nice and crushable. This one is called Feather.
Yeah.
It's a session Pilsner coming in at 4%, so that's nice and low.
Nice and low, and that's why we have two today on the show.
Yeah, because we might crush this pretty fast.
Yes, we may.
This might go down.
So, before anything, I want to cheers this to my buddy Chuck.
Yes, sir.
He just had knee surgery last week. And we had a little bit of a scare. He was having issues coming out of the whole anesthesia. Yeah. And he was they had to deeply sedate him for it was a good 24 hours for a surgery where typically, it's almost, I don't know if it'd be considered same day, but it's something that.
Yeah. Well, anesthesia is no joke, man.
No, it is no joke. And we had a scare, and I went to the hospital, and I actually forgot he had surgery. And I was like, oh, shoot. I saw a text from his wife and everything, and I'm like, because it wasn't a surgery where you're like, you'd necessarily be concerned about.
Yeah, absolutely. Knee surgery, simple.
So I went there, and his wife had to run out back home. They have quite a few animals that they have to feed and take care of. So I kind of filled in, and while I was there, they decided to try again to get him going again and remove the breathing tube and all that stuff because that was the issue. He couldn't breathe on his own. And so this time around, he wakes up and he's like, I'm telling him, like, hey, buddy, it's Ken. And he's looking at me like,
I can imagine, Chuck.
Yeah, he's like, what the hell is he doing here,
Went in for knee surgery.
Yeah, he's like, why are you standing here, because he was out the whole time.
Yeah.
So
probably didn't even realize what the issues were, right?
He had no clue. Yeah, he had no clue. He was asking me questions like, what the heck happened, and all this. And I was needless to say, I was relieved. I was sending
100%
prayers, and I had everyone. I'm like, pray for him. I'm like, I'm really nervous because he wasn't in a great spot, but now he's doing all right. So I'm happy to hear that.
Good.
After that, and I'd like to cheers to him.
Yeah.
So
cheers, Chuck, man. I'm glad everything is okay now because
and John knows Chuck very well.
Absolutely,
as well,
man.
For many
Chuck's
years.
a great guy.
Yeah. So we're happy.
Cheers, Chuck. I hope you have a speedy recovery from your knee surgery.
Yeah,
and,
that's round 2 is recovering for that, and so
cheers.
All right.
Ooh, I like that.
Yeah,
that is nice.
It's crisp.
It's easy.
It's refreshing. We should be drinking this outside right now.
We should. And then you see the sweat dripping down onto the microphone. But this is really good.
Yeah, I like this one, man.
Vermont Beer Makers. All right. You're doing good stuff up there with these Pilsners.
Yeah.
we'll let you know how the IPA is in a little while once we get through this.
Yes, which we should get through pretty
Yeah,
fast,
I think so. This is going to be a quick, easy drink.
Yeah, it's you can definitely tell it's not a high alcohol percent.
Yeah.
This is what we would call crushable beer. I mean, I'm into Pilsners. I like a good Pilsner. Even at the brewery, obviously I'm an IPA guy. I go for the IPAs, but I love if a brewery makes a Pilsner right, I like it. Yeah, sure.
I'm not a Coors Light or Budweiser Pilsner type of guy, but a good brewery makes a good Pilsner.
Well, the good thing about it is it's not like once we get, again, and we say it all the time, we don't drink to get drunk. So it's a good one where you can actually have a few beers and you're not going to get tanked because this one, what did we say was like 5? 4? Yeah. So it's...
That's actually less than I believe a Coors Light. I think a Coors Light's like 4.5.
No, I don't think it's that high. But
no, I think so.
I don't know. But it's definitely one that you could put a few back, sit in the backyard by the pool or whatever, and just
not feel bloated and
and that's the other thing too. The IPA sometimes, you get they kind of can mess with your stomach.
They
once
sit
in
in
a
the
while.
belly.
Yeah. So something like this, it's in and out.
Yep.
So that's what I like about it's a good flavor.
So let me see your knowledge of beer, because I think you're more knowledgeable than I am. What is the difference between a Pilsner and an IPA for people who don't know?
Well, an IPA, the IPA's got their name because basically way back in the day they were traveling on this ship or something to India. Yes, right. And
which is what IPA stands for.
India Pale Ale.
Some people don't realize that.
Yes. So, from what I understand is that they had to keep adding hops to keep the beer kind of fresher, right, or something of that sort. Yeah, and hence that's how it came about.
And it's unfiltered, right? Some IPAs are unfiltered.
So
they're very hazy.
New England style are unfiltered. West Coast, a lot of West Coast are a
look
little
like
more,
this.
Yeah, a little more of that filtered. Yeah,
right.
Yeah. So I don't think it has to be unfiltered necessarily. But yes, I guess it really depends on who makes it. Something like this, like a Pilsner. Certain beer like lagers are, they have their whole cold process with it, and so every beer is made a little bit different. Hence the reason why they call them that. A Pilsner or this or that, and lighter body, how much body is to it.
Yeah. And that's more of a European type of beer, right?
Yeah, I would definitely say a Pilsner is more of a European type. This is more
where a
like
lager is probably more of an American.
Yeah, like a lager or like an ale is more like maybe England and
Ireland, right.
Yeah, things like that. So and it depends on the region. And that's the great thing about beer is that you can travel the world and have all different types. You can have your Guinness in Ireland and and experience their take on it, and definitely makes it beer drinking a lot more interesting. So,
this is delicious, man. Thanks for going up there and grabbing and bringing this back for us.
Absolutely, yeah.
Now,
nice and crisp.
Yeah, beautiful. Yeah. Just like the weather. No, it's summertime now, man.
Yeah,
it's like we said, we'd rather be in the air conditioner, but unfortunately, we do have children, and it's outdoor stuff.
Yes. Like bringing the kids out, you got to do the sunscreen thing and all that stuff. And, I let my wife do that because I don't like getting that stuff all over my hands.
And I don't use it myself. So I got that nice Italian skin. I don't need...
You got that Sicilian skin, right?
Siciliano.
Yeah. And I have that, half Puerto Rican, so,
same thing.
I kind of get some of the benefits of that dark skin, so...
So what do you have plans now for the summer? Like, what are you going to do every day? Are you
we have some things going on. Yeah, he just finished, my kiddo just finished sports today.
Awesome.
So, and he's starting summer camp, so he's going to be doing that a lot during the week.
All right.
But we are going, we'll be hitting the lake probably at least once a month. 4th of July, I'm not 100% sure because when they do the fire, my kid goes to bed like at 7:30.
Yeah.
So they do the fireworks like 10 o'clock or this and that.
So you don't let him stay up for the fireworks?
I don't know.
Has he ever seen fireworks before?
On TV, probably.
On TV?
He's definitely heard them, because I've had neighbors and stuff. But I
know when my kids were that age, they were a little scared.
Yeah, I don't know how he would react to it. We had really thought about doing something, but I think the one locally was like at 10 o'clock, and we're like, by the time it ends, because nothing ever starts on time, it seems like. It probably start at like 10:30. Before you know, you're not leaving until 11:30, and it's just getting late when you have a kid of that age. So eventually we'll do that. As we had discussed, I will be going to Lancaster in August.
Awesome. Very cool.
So that'll be cool. Nice little getaway.
Yep.
And then, I guess that's it. I mean, we don't really do too much. Sometimes the towns have like fairs and things like that. Do you go to the fairs though? Is that something you do? Or not?
I used to. The state fair started this week over at the Meadowlands.
Yeah.
And I used to love going to that.
Yeah.
But,
I don't know, man. Last time I heard, like, there's like shootings and stuff.
Yeah,
like,
it's a very sketchy group of people now that go there. It seems like, I'm not putting anybody down, but it's not what it used to be.
Yeah.
And it's very expensive. It's not cheap.
Yeah.
It's not cheap.
When you have to worry about looking over your shoulder or something.
Yeah. And then even those rides, like, you look at the people putting them together. It's some dude in overalls with a Budweiser and a cigarette, and he's got like a wrench. And I'm like, you're putting that up together with a wrench?
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know.
Is that supposed to be loose? Yeah, it's supposed to be loose.
Yeah, it's fine. You see bolts flying everywhere.
Yeah. All right. Supposed to rock like that? Oh, okay.
So, yeah, I probably won't go.
Yeah.
But I used to love it, man, because I used to go just for the food.
Yeah, the food. Yeah, absolutely.
Love fair food, man.
What's your go-to, man?
I love like a good fried Oreo.
Ooh, that's that. Yeah, I have to agree with that one, man.
Corn dog, always get a corn dog.
I haven't done too many corn dogs at fairs.
Love corn dogs.
Zeppelis, things like that. I've done.
Love those.
Funnel cakes.
I'm not a funnel cake guy. I'd rather have a Zappel than a funnel cake. Eat that funnel cake. It's all over in your beard. It's all over your shirt. The wind blows, and it's like you look like Al Pacino and.
It's all right. I'm already starting to
Tony
look like
Montana.
That.
Yeah.
Oh, you mean because
like
of the cocaine? Yeah.
Yeah. So I like trying different things. I've had alligator kebabs at the fair before. Yep.
They're definitely not from the area.
No. Yeah. No.
He said, "I had these in my cooler."
Yeah. And they could have just been pork, and they're telling us it's alligator, so I'm paying an extra.
Yeah. Using pork loin or whatever, and those big,
deep fried Twinkies, they do everything now, man. Deep fried Twinkies. I had a deep fried Pop-Tart once.
So there was a place I think it was in Brooklyn or somewhere. It's been a long time since I've read or heard, and hopefully they're still there. But I think the guy was from England. It was called the Chip Shop. I don't know if you ever heard of it.
I think I have.
So they were known, obviously for fish and chips, but they were known for like
battering their food and deep frying. Yes.
Everything.
I've seen that on TV.
To like Snickers to all that stuff like crazy. I wonder if they're still there.
No, I did see them on TV on the Food Network channel.
Yeah. I would love to go there, and plus have a good fish and chips. But here's the whole thing: make sure you're not doing your fish and your other deep fried Milky Ways in the same thing. Otherwise, it's gonna taste like a fishy. Coming obviously from the restaurant industry, we know that you try to
have to separate your fish and your seafood.
Fish has to be done in one fryer, and otherwise everything will taste fishy that comes out of it. So.
I'm actually now, as I'm older, I'm afraid to have anything battered and fried. I'm afraid I'm going to keel over right on the spot.
Oh yeah,
this is not good for you.
Yeah, it's not.
Shannon Rose makes a cheeseburger that they batter right, and the whole sandwich. They make it the whole burger with the bun and everything, and they batter it and deep fry it, and as good as it looks.
Yeah,
I'd rather survive.
Is it
another
called
day.
Heart Attack Sandwich or?
I think it's like Murder Burger
or Murder Burger.
Right? I don't know.
But I don't know. I like those fair foods. I like it's good for the occasion. Yeah. It's good. I mean, if you're going to a fair every day, maybe you should steer clear of all that stuff.
Right.
But if you're doing it once in a while and you want to treat yourself, what about cotton candy? You like that?
I'm not a cotton candy guy. No, never was. No. Never was. No.
Not a cotton candy.
I skipped the ice cream. I skipped the cotton candy. I'd rather go for stuff you don't really see.
Yeah.
I like, maybe fresh cut fries with all crazy toppings on it or something.
Yeah.
How about you? What do you like when you go to the fair? When was the last time you were at a fair?
Oh, depends what you call a fair. What depends. I've been to craft fairs. So like local, like
craft beer.
No. Well,
like people sewing
I've
stuff
been to
and
craft
selling
beer.
them.
So no, like Chester, where I live here, Chester, they're known for their craft fair. So it's not just like little crafts and things like that. I mean, they have a lot going on.
Yeah.
There's like guys who there's this one guy took license plates and he cut them into like the shape of like certain things. Like, there was like a Jersey one with all Jersey plates.
All right, cool, I guess.
And there's some of the stuff that they do there. Like I said, it's not just like your typical what you may think, like arts and crafts.
I just think
No, but they'll have like a kettle popcorn stand.
Oh, I love kettle popcorn.
Yeah, they have a lemonade, like that squeezed lemonade. Yeah. They have that. They have like toffee stands, like stuff like that.
Yeah,
so it's not just
that's cool stuff. I like that.
Yeah, it's not just like someone knitting something and putting it there or whatever. So I actually like paintings and artworks and stuff like that. So I actually kind of think it's pretty cool to look at that stuff and but there's a lot going on. I mean, there's probably a good solid 80 or so something stands there, where they do all this stuff. So
it's a good afternoon. Just get out and walk around.
So yeah, when it comes to fairs, if you consider that a fair, then yes, I've been recently within the last month or so.
All right. Yeah, I guess that's considered a fair. I mean, it's a craft fair.
Yes.
Yeah.
Did they
There's
have
just no rides, right?
Yes. I was just going to say that. Did they have rides? No, they didn't have rides. But one time one of the ones I went to, they had a little section for axe throwing.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's cool.
So it was like caged off. I was like thinking about, oh my God, the insurance these guys have to get.
Yeah, right? That's cool. And what is your favorite type of fair foods?
Fair foods. I like the Oreos.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like the deep fried
good.
Oreos. Yeah.
So good.
Can't really beat that. I like a nice cheesy fry or something like that.
Maybe like chopped bacon on it or something, or
pork
or something like that.
Something wild, some kooky, Things I'm always attracted to things I haven't really had before, So I can't say there's necessarily a favorite because I just like trying something new. What I see and that looks cool. So I've done everything, but probably I guess I would say the number one thing I would buy is probably the Oreos.
The Oreos?
Yeah.
I like a good corn on the cob too at a fair.
I haven't had it. I try to stay away from things that are too messy. With as with the facial hair, things can get a little messy.
That's all right, as long as it tastes good.
Save some for later in there.
I had a deep fried peanut butter and jelly sandwich.
Oh, yeah?
That was interesting.
I think I tried that once.
I actually liked it.
You ever have deep fried ice cream?
I did at a restaurant once, and
usually Japanese restaurant.
Maybe it was like a hibachi place or something.
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah, I did. That was very interesting. Very interesting.
Yeah. Well, it's got to be like I think the way it works is the ice cream has to be
solid.
It has to be like ice rock hard.
Yeah.
And then they batter it, deep fry it, and by the time you get it, it starts to soften up. And,
right.
It's not bad. It's different.
Yeah.
Cool for
now, do you like the exhibits at like a fair? Like the smallest pony in the world, or the tiniest woman in the world, or the pig races?
I can see when we were younger where you can like that sort of thing and stuff like that, but
the freak show.
I don't like it anymore, man.
No, I think it's funny.
No, I feel bad for some people, just for people to be staring at them all the time, and
I mean,
because they have something that's abnormal or something that's wrong, or even an animal. I'm not a big fan of zoos for that reason.
I love zoos.
I mean, I understand if you have to, if an animal were to that couldn't live in the wild anymore, and you kind of have to do it, but I don't know. I feel kind of like I feel bad. I feel like I just some of these animals are pacing back and forth, and I'm actually kind of not a big fan of some of that stuff. I think it's cruel to some animals, and I think even if it's people, granted they may volunteer to do it as opposed to some animals, but I don't know. I think it's kind of mean in a way, I guess, sometimes.
Yeah. But did you buy it as a kid? Like, I remember there was one where she was like the head of a woman with the body of a snake, and I'd go in there and make, oh my God.
I wouldn't believe that, yeah.
As a kid, though, you're like, what the hell?
Yeah.
But they charge like $5 to go see the world's smallest horse, and it's just like a pony sitting there,
Yeah.
Or it's a picture of one.
Yeah. Yeah.
And that's what gets me.
Yeah. It's like
$5 and then it's a picture.
Yeah, that's like robbery, man.
Yeah.
But
yeah, so I don't do those anymore.
Yeah.
I love a good food truck festival though.
Yeah.
I was at one yesterday.
Where?
Down in Lavalette. I was down visiting your brother down the shore.
Cool.
And we went to a food truck festival, and there was about at least about a dozen food trucks.
What was the highlight, man?
So I only went to two. Well, my kids went to a few. They had fries, and they went to the cupcake one. I went to the Latin one, the Puerto Rican one.
Oh.
And I had myself an acapulco.
Acapulco, huh?
And an empanada. Yeah.
Nice.
The acapulco was delicious.
Yes, it's like a deep fried pastelas. You know, it's kind of like it's.
But it was flat. It was very flat, and it was like moon shaped, and it was long. It almost looked like a thin calzone.
Yeah.
And I guess that's how he got it extra crisp.
I'm surprised they had that, man. That's not something you see that often.
My wife spotted it because she's Puerto Rican, so her Puerto Rican senses went, your cousin. And she's like, that's what I'm getting. And your brother got the pernil with rice from there.
The
and he said it was one of the best he's ever had.
Yeah. Yeah, usually when you see them, you'll see they have empanadas. Yeah. They'll have, things like that. So once in a while, I'll see mofongo.
Yeah, yeah.
Things like, but yeah, no, I've never seen Acapulco.
Yeah, no, it was delicious.
Yeah.
What else did they have? They had a couple of taco trucks, always a taco truck, mac and cheese truck, a truck doing burgers and dogs.
All right.
Cupcake ice cream.
All right.
One was a barbecue one, I think. I think they might have had ribs or pulled pork sandwiches, something like that.
Okay.
There was a couple other that I don't remember, but there was quite a few. Oh, there was one doing egg rolls.
Okay.
There was one doing egg rolls.
Which your cousin does egg rolls.
Which my cousin, Uncle Sally's egg rolls.
Yeah, shout out to Uncle Sal's.
Uncle Sal's egg rolls, I believe it is.
Yeah.
Yeah, he goes around to the festival up here in northern New Jersey and central Jersey, and he's got a food truck.
So he was up here in Chester and at a food truck festival, and I would say that was definitely one of the highlights. He gave me it was a Philly cheesesteak one and a buffalo chicken one, both very good.
Yeah.
Philly cheesesteak one, I think, edged the buffalo chicken by a little.
Sure.
It was really, really good.
I would think so. I'm a Philly cheesesteak.
Yeah, it was fantastic. And like I said, the buffalo chicken one was very good too, but that Philly one, I was just like,
yeah. He does like Taylor ham, egg, and cheese egg rolls. He does macaroni and cheese egg rolls.
Look him up, guys. Yeah, look him up. If you're local to New Jersey.
Follow him on Instagram, Uncle Sal's egg rolls. You can see every weekend he's at some kind of food festival.
Yeah, really good stuff.
They had a steak food truck yesterday.
All right.
So I was like, oh, maybe I'll get myself a cheesesteak. But it was a cheesesteak on a pretzel. Like a hot pretzel.
Okay.
And they just put like the toppings of the cheesesteak on top of it. So I wasn't digging that. Because that's something you can't just like as you walk and eat.
Yeah.
You need to actually sit at a table and make a fork. So
that's tough.
Stay away from that.
That's one goes back to what I say. If it's too messy or too tough to eat, I'm going to pass on that. Yeah. What about seafood, man? Do you like like there's by here there's and it's not just at the Burnt Mill Cider, which is up the road from me, which is a little cider place, which is a pretty cool spot. You went there with me that one time.
Yeah. Yep.
And they have food trucks there and all this stuff once in a while, which is cool because in New Jersey you can't have food inside the brewery. So a lot of times there's little things people can do, little loopholes where they can get away with things by having a food truck that's outside of it.
Yeah.
So that's great because people can eat there, drink whatever they want to drink, and there you go. So they had, I think the last time I was there, they had Cousin's Maine Lobster. So
that's a big one, right?
Yeah.
There's the lobster rolls and.
Yeah. Do you eat lobster rolls?
I've never had a lobster roll.
Really?
Never had a lobster roll.
So it's interesting. So they sell it two ways. You can have it where it's the lobster is mixed with butter on the roll,
and that's a warm.
Yes.
Sandwich, right?
Or the one where it's mixed with mayonnaise,
which would be a cold sandwich.
Yes, right. I always went with the colds. To me, that was more traditional.
Okay,
and
is it? You like it? It's good.
Oh yeah, it's solid, man.
Yeah,
and they do lobster grilled cheese and stuff.
Okay,
and I don't know. They may have done a lobster mac and cheese too. I think they did.
See, I think I would like a warmer lobster rather than cold.
Really?
I'm not into like shrimp salad. I'm not into
like
that
tuna
kind of
salad
stuff.
or anything.
I like tuna salad when it's mixed with the mayo in a sandwich. That's fine.
Oh yeah, that's right. Yeah.
But I'm not into like shrimp salad and I don't know.
Shrimp salad. I mean, I guess it depends. I like shrimp.
Yeah. Me too, but I don't know. Mixed with mayo, I don't know.
Yeah, no, that is a little weird. Yes,
but I love a good po' boy sandwich.
Okay,
or
like a catfish, or
I can do catfish, or I can do shrimp, fried oyster,
crawfish.
I don't like oysters raw.
Okay,
but when they're breaded and deep fried, anything breaded. And
John,
deep fried
let me tell you something, man. You need. I'm not telling you should. I'm like you need to have some decent raw oysters.
Well, I've had a raw oyster. I didn't like it.
Okay, that wasn't decent.
So how could it be decent? What do you do?
No, I mean like
from the rich lake of.
Let me think. I think you should try like a West Coast oyster. So the difference between the East Coast and the West Coast is the East Coast, they're larger.
Okay.
And even the flavor's a little bit different. So West Coast are more, they're smaller, and it's like creamy and like sweet and just delicious.
It doesn't taste like a big slimy booger?
No, it doesn't taste like. Well, if it's a texture thing for you, you might not like it. But it's like people with mushrooms are like, I like the taste, okay, but the texture freaks me out.
Yeah.
But yes, I mean, it's just like sometimes you go to a restaurant, they have. If you go to like a real seafood place, like legit, they might have like 8 different kinds.
Okay.
Try a couple of each, and you'll see those differences and how some are
I'll try it
sweeter.
again, absolutely.
Some are, like I said, some of it's just like sweet cream in your mouth, man. So yes.
How about like an oyster Rockefeller? Do you like that?
Sure, I like spinach. I like cheese. I like all that stuff. Yeah. So I'll do that. I mean, you like so you like something? You like Rockefeller? You like?
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
Okay. So and you like Clams Casino and things like that? Yeah. So
there's a place in Rhode Island that we would go to called Iggy's Doughboy, and it's a little seafood shack by the beach, and they make great. I get the fried clam strip sandwich. I love the fried clam strips. Man, with you're looking. I know.
I beat you. I beat you.
You did. But I love fried clams, man, with the belly and the. Oh man, I love fried clams.
Finish that beer. Yeah. No. What about steamers? You like steamers?
I like little necks.
Yeah.
I don't like steamers when the little penga's sticking out. I don't like that.
The little pengas.
Yeah, those big ones, and they got the little.
No, I think aren't all steamers small, like the little necks?
No, some of them are big.
Oh yeah, I've only had the little
and
necks.
And they got
the
little guy sticking out there. Yeah. It's like a little wiener.
Are you just envious or jealous?
Yeah, I am. No, it's like chewy. I don't know.
All right.
But I love little necks. Yeah.
Yes.
Muscles. Yeah.
So here's our next beer, guys. We are doing 2 today because we had such a light, crisp Pilsner to start out with.
Yeah,
so
we're getting a late start on this one.
Yes, we are allowing ourselves to have another one. Yeah. This is Apex 7. So when I was at the brewery, they actually had another variation of this, which was Apex 8. Okay. So they didn't have the Apex 8 in cans, but they had the 7 in the fridge. And the guy said he's like, it's basically the same thing. He's like, yeah. So I was able to thankfully try the 8, and I didn't try them back to side to side or back to back or whatever you want to say. But both are solid, so it was a good one.
It's pretty low. It's 6.8.
6.8.
Not too crazy.
Yeah, I like that they don't do them super high.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. Apex 7 Equinox.
Which I think, I think that has to do with the region or something. My wife was telling me, and I totally forgot. Yeah. Oh God!
But is that the name of the beer? Apex 7 Equinox? Is Apex 8 say something different? Or?
I'm not sure.
Come on.
I know.
You got to come back with this.
I know. I could probably, I don't know. I could probably look.
Get him on the phone.
Yes, let me get him on the phone. Hello.
Call him.
Let's give this
one.
Right,
let's do it.
All right, buddy. Cheers.
Cheers.
See what you think about this one. Going back to IPAs.
Ooh, I like that.
Yeah.
That's solid. That's good.
That's a nice one.
Yeah. It's got a nice finish.
Yeah, it's just something tropical about it.
Ooh.
Getting like a guava or something like to it.
I'm into that. 100%. And you can taste how light it is.
Yeah. It's nice. Good flavor for the alcohol percent. Whenever you can get
very good flavor.
A beer that's not super high in alcohol and it still produces that kind of flavor, like, all right, these guys know what they're doing. Really good.
Yeah, hopped with HBC-586. I've never heard of that.
All right.
Southern Passion, Cascade, Mosaic, and Eldorado. Tropical fruit flavor.
Oh, see, what do they say? Tropical.
Yes,
I'm getting a little tropicalness with that, yeah.
Very good. Very good.
Yeah.
I mean, hey, New England IPA coming from New England, so
yeah,
it's got to be good.
It's got to be good.
Got to be good.
Yeah. Cheers, guys. Thanks.
Cheers.
The awesome beer. Yeah.
Yeah. Good job.
Really good. Yeah. Good stuff. For Vermont Beer Makers out of Springfield.
Now we got to travel to Vermont.
Yes. Well, I might. Who knows? I may actually have to go back up there at some point. But.
So what else is going on?
The news, man. What is going on?
There's
with
a lot
the news?
going on in the news.
Yeah, Supreme Court's going crazy. They're like, if they were Oprah, they were like, "You got a car, you got it." Now it's like, "You got a law, you got a law."
Yeah. You can carry a gun. You can carry a gun. You can carry a gun.
Yeah, gun. Yeah, I know, right? They did the whole concealed weapon thing is going on here in New York and Jersey and all these places where it hasn't been allowed for your average Joe to carry a firearm. Wherever they go, now we're getting closer to that ability to do that.
Yeah. I don't know how I feel about that.
No?
I don't know. Makes me nervous.
I could see the varying opinions and differing opinions. You know, I can see where one side or this side might think something. And what's your take on it? Do you feel like you're going to be safer because everyone can carry?
No, I feel like people are going to shoot first. Like somebody's going to get a little nervous and just whip it out, and you know. I don't know. There's so many crazy people.
I wonder what the rules are with that, though. Because you're getting concealed, do you need to have a certain training, certain,
psychological evaluation.
Let's think about it. A cop has tons of vigorous trainings, and they still screw things up once in a while.
Yeah.
And just to have your average Joe, maybe getting it. And
I don't trust somebody like me walking down the street with a gun on his waist or in his ankle. You know what I mean?
Come on. You were watching that Yellowstone show. You know you want to have one strapped.
I do.
You want that pistol, revolver, or whatever.
But I'm going to whip it out for every little thing. You know what I mean?
What you say to me?
I'm going to walk down the streets of like Harlem and somebody's going to look at me funny and be like, I got a gun, man.
I guarantee you would buy the cowboy hat and the boots and just walk around like you were the sheriff in town.
I'd be clinking down the street. Clink, clink, clink.
Oh, yeah. I mean,
I do love Wild West City. It's one of my favorite places.
I don't know, man. I'm kind of for it, brother. I don't know, man.
Yeah?
I kind of like us being people can have it. The whole thing, I actually feel that ultimately, all right, man, the people that are committing the crimes aren't the ones, they're not going to care about concealed weapons permit. They're going to go out there, they're going to shoot, they're going to do whatever they got to do, no matter what.
Yes.
There's no stopping them.
No.
Okay? Now, you got, say in the past, if you say you were at a movie theater, and say in the past you may have 0 people, or maybe, that have a concealed weapon or something, and someone decided they want to go on a shooting spree or something like that. And now you have maybe 15 people in that movie theater who carry. And some psycho guy goes, I'm going to shoot up this theater or something like that. And he says something like that. And now, well, maybe they might think twice. Because they're like, I'm not going to get very far because there's a good probability that someone's going to have a gun and they're going to shoot me right away.
Yeah. Or there's going to be a damn shootout at the movie theater, and you're going to have 15 people trying to take out one guy, and now you got bullets flying everywhere.
I know what you're saying, but there's more to it. I think the average person, the average concealed weapons permit guy, I think most of them, guns are no joke. And if you've shot it, if you've shot a gun before,
I have.
It's no joke. So I think that you'd be surprised on how much people would think before they act.
I hope so.
When it comes to possibly taking the life of another, it's not just, it's almost like if you carried a knife around. Right. Are you going to go and just stab someone?
Right.
Are you going to, no, you're not. So look at it like that. Now, I think if people are going to use it, there's going to be, for the most part, granted, there's always exceptions. Mm-hmm. There's always going to be a just reason. There's going to be enough there where they're going to say, okay.
You would hope so.
You would hope so. But it goes back to what I said. If you had plenty of people carry knives. I mean, I used to carry a knife all the time, when someone ticked me off, was I like, get my knife out and let me stab this person?
No, but that's you. I don't know. See, going back to like the movie theater thing, like now you have people just whipping out guns and being like, let's take him out before he shoots us, instead of trying to maybe talk it down.
De-escalate.
First. Yeah, de-escalate the situation.
Yes.
So I feel like it's going to be shoot first, talk later.
Okay. So maybe an example you're looking for is something like someone gets up, is irate, and starts screaming and rambling, and the average Joe might think he has a gun, but he really doesn't. And they're going to act on it.
Yes.
Yes.
But or get into a bar fight.
Yes. Well, there are rules to concealed, so you can't have it in certain places.
I would hope so, right?
Yeah.
You shouldn't be able to have it on you while you're drinking.
Yes, there's certain areas, certain public areas. I think there would be definitely rules to it. It's not as simple as you think. So I mean, there's still going to be the same process for people getting a gun, and I'm all for being stricter with it. I'm okay with that. If you want to be strict with how you get it and who can get it, and if I think they're going as far as if you live with someone, say, or you're married to someone that has a history of some kind of violence or offense or something, that you can't get one because you're with that person, Right. So there are things. I don't think they're just saying, hey, everyone go get a gun and carry it with you. And
That would be a disaster.
In all honesty, though, I mean, those things, a lot of times these guns are a little bulky. They're like, you know, especially if it's by your hip, you might not want to carry that around anyways. So.
I mean, there's quite a few states that you can do this anyway, and I guess there's no many issues there, right? Like I think Texas, you can carry.
Yes.
Cowboys down there, you know.
Yeah.
New Yorkers, though, it's
Texas, you could shoot someone in the back too. I think if they're running, you know, like if they're on your property or something.
To me, New York is a whole different entity, man.
Yes. Well, we're very densely populated.
Yeah.
So that always comes into play. This whole area is.
Yes.
So you know.
And it's a very, very big mix of people. You know, skin, race, religion, psychological issues. There's just so many people because we're so densely populated that.
Yeah.
I don't know. I guess.
I mean, do I think that we need to arm our teachers? No, I don't think we need to. I think that more like, you know, the security of these schools and things like that. Yeah. Like I think they found out with this most recent mass shooting in Texas, right? That the door was unlocked. You know, like, come on, you know. Yeah. These are safety procedures that, you know, after the first 10 mass shootings in schools, like, all right, guys, come on, get this
There's still
down.
people screwing up.
Yeah, come on. This is not rocket science. You're protecting our children, you know, and we rely on you. And these parents who lost their kids relied on you to do this. Yeah. And some's not doing their job right.
Can you imagine the person who didn't lock that door, how bad they feel today?
Yeah, I know, but once again, when you are with children, you're taking on a role of responsibility.
Yeah,
very big, great responsibility.
Right.
Do what you got to do. Be safe.
Yep.
It's pretend like these kids are your own kids. You know, it's like if your kid's running around the pool or something. You know, you want to make sure you're on top of them, and you know you're watching them every second. Yeah. You know. Think of it like that, you know. You gotta just. Yeah.
I mean, our school system in North Darlington, I feel pretty safe. I feel pretty confident with the people there.
Yeah,
and I think they do a great job. You know, other places, I'm sure they all do a good job. I'm sure all the teachers are about protecting our kids and principals and all that. Yeah. Sometimes something happens, you know.
Yeah.
You can't predict it.
I'm sorry though, you know, these parents, and I don't know. Maybe I'm just talking out of emotion, but if my kid was in that school and there was a shooter in there, there's no cop or anything that's going to stop me. I'm going in there. You know what I mean? Yeah. That's
I hear you.
You know,
by the time you find out, though, it's done.
Yeah, well, that was the thing. They're like, oh, they're holding people back. They're telling them to stop. Then get your ass in there and do something. You know, I don't know. Yeah. I mean, I know there's a lot more to it, and I know we don't know everything. No. And I hate to assume or but
that's why these gun laws, man. It's so easy to get a gun. I don't know.
Yeah. Well, in certain areas, and we've discussed about this in whole Universal and all that stuff. And
real quick, I went to a comedy club Friday night with my wife.
All right.
And one of the comics, that was his joke was, "Have you been to Walmart in Florida? I can go into Walmart in Florida and purchase a gun and purchase ammunition and leave."
Yeah.
Right?
Well, yeah.
Walmart, of all places. Have you seen the people in Walmart? It's strange.
Yeah.
There's a lot of strange people in Walmart, right? There's websites.
I shop at Walmart.
Yeah, I do too, and I'm a weirdo. But there's some crazy people in Walmart. You can't go to Target and get a gun. You know, you can't go to Kohl's and get a gun.
Yeah.
You can't go to Macy's and get a gun. Walmart, of all places.
I know. But
just,
it's
that's
like...
what's I don't know.
Yes.
There's so many crazy.
Yeah, there's too many crazies. I think we... And I'm going to keep saying this... Yeah, but like I said, once again, the people that are committing the crimes aren't the ones, you know.
I'm not anti in any bit.
I think more people would think twice. These cuckoo people in certain areas, like, you know, hear these shootings in the subway, are going to think twice.
I hope so.
If here's the thing, if they're shooting people and have no and want to, like, some of these people don't care. They're like, I want to die right now with these people. You know, shoot me. Yeah. But those people that say, you know what, they're on a power trip and they just want to shoot people because they don't like the color of someone's skin or this or that, they may think twice if they know that someone's gonna. If they see shooting, they're gonna die right away. You know, there's different ways to be. I understand different views. I see both views, but
we just have to see how it goes, I guess.
Yeah, we have to see how it goes.
It's not a done deal yet, though, right? It's still going through its
No,
process.
there's always processes. There's always everything, which is good. We need that. We need everything to be processed the right way and done the right way. And
Supreme Court's going nuts, man.
yeah, there's a lot going on, and then with the whole abortion thing too.
I don't mean nuts, but they're
yes, yeah. I mean,
the wheels are turning in the Supreme Court.
Yes, yeah.
I think there's going to be a lot of protests this whole summer.
Yeah, there's
everywhere
gonna be a lot. But just always, people keep in mind. There's always, there's always one side and there's the other side, and I mean, they have a lot of power. Sometimes they seem like they have more power than the president.
Yeah.
But people are appointed for a reason, I guess. I don't know. I mean, that's
that's the party. That's the problem with having the two parties that are so against each other and can't work together at all. You're appointing these people. You're appointing these people. Now these people have the power because there's more of them than there's more of them, and there's no negotiation. There's majority rules.
Yeah. That's.
I don't want to get too much into the Roe versus Wade thing and the abortion overturning. It's a sensitive subject.
It's just it's another thing that they're doing right now, and we're not going to really express our opinions on that right now. But it's something that yes, there's a lot going on right now, and we see a lot going on,
you can still be a Democrat, a registered Democrat, and not believe in certain things. You could be a Republican. And not believe in certain things. Like, you know what I mean? Like, just because I may be a registered Republican or Democrat doesn't mean I have to agree with everything that goes along with
Which
that.
I've been seeing a lot with, especially recently in light of everything that's going on. And I have been seeing that with a lot of people who view certain things one way and then maybe, something like Roe versus Wade, they view another way. And vice versa. Sometimes you see, So, but yes, just the bottom line is there is a lot going on. We both have kind of mixed emotions towards a lot of things, and obviously John and I view the whole gun thing a little slightly differently. And so we're kind of.
But look how we can sit and talk about it peacefully and go over it and have a conversation about it. And you don't knock me, I don't knock you, and that's the most important thing. Don't knock each other's beliefs. There's no need to go out and burn things down and tear things up.
The problem is no one listens. No one wants to listen. They just want to hear what they got to say, and they don't want to listen. And, even if you don't agree with someone, you can always agree to disagree, and you can always end the conversation on that. And that's okay, because, no one has to believe in what you believe in or feel what you want to feel. And
I mean, the laws in this country are constantly changing, and just I don't know what to say. I'm not a woman. I don't. I'm not a gun owner. I'm not a woman. So all these things. Mm-hmm. I feel like I can speak up and give my opinion, but it doesn't affect me so much. But I do have daughters.
Yes.
So.
Yes.
Anywho.
In recent news. What's going on? Who?
Well, wait. Hold on.
What?
Well, let's get to the, I want to cheer. Somebody else, I need like a violin or something. John's obituary of the week.
Didn't you have like a sound thing or whatever?
We have to. I'd rather cheers the bourbon to somebody today.
Well, anyways, we can talk about what anything and cheers at the end, so that's fine.
So somebody passed away this week. I guess you'd have to be more of a sports fan to know, right? But the Goose, man.
Well, he was a local too.
He was a local New Jersey guy.
To us, but doesn't mean that people on the West Coast wouldn't know who he is.
No, he was a popular football player, and Tony Siragusa passed away.
Young age. Did they find out what
young.
It was yet or no?
I believe I read a heart attack.
I know he wasn't probably the most fittest guy in the world.
No. But he played for the Baltimore Ravens for a very long time.
Yes.
And the Indianapolis Colts. And then he became a broadcaster, and he was on the field during the games, and he was a very funny guy. He was on The Sopranos.
Yes, he was.
And
great personality.
Great personality. He was on a couple other shows as well. And I feel awful. Good guy.
Yeah.
What's up, buddy?
Do I have a dog back?
Yeah.
Oh, there's Harp. Yeah.
So, So I would like to, once we figure out what we're drinking here, I would like to do a little cheers to the Goose.
What are we drinking here?
What are we drinking? That's the question.
I don't know, but I'm dripping all over the place.
Yeah, what's going on?
Yeah,
I think Harp wants some. Can Harp have some bourbon?
My little border terrier.
Your little Benji?
Yeah, it looks like Benji, right? Yeah. The movie.
Right. Yeah, not your son.
All right, what do we got here? This is Cream of Kentucky.
Cream of Kentucky.
And can you guess where it's from?
Tennessee.
Exactly, Harp.
I know, I'm an idiot. Kentucky. Yeah.
You didn't hear my dog
Good timing.
groan in the background.
Good timing. He's like, you idiot. I was joking.
Oh, God. Yes, we have Cream of Kentucky. This is a 11 and a half years old. So they have different ones, 12-year and all that. There's different variations. This one I have particular is a little bit younger than some of those, but it's 11 and a half. And it's bottled by J.W. Rutledge.
Okay. I was going to ask you that. Is
out
that
of Crestwood, Kentucky.
all right. I was going to ask you, is Cream of Kentucky just the name of the bourbon, or is that who brewed it? But
Yes. So it's a Rutledge Distillery. So
Rutledge Distillery.
yes, and it also is not a super. It's just above a Bottled and Bonds rating of 51%. So as opposed to your Bottled and Bonds, which are 50%.
50%.
Yeah. Yes. So you're gonna get that.
A little boozy flavor, maybe.
Not,
a little
not
bit of
too
a burn.
much. So yeah, because we have some that are much stronger.
Yeah.
So
All right.
and we'll give
It's
this.
been a while since I had a bourbon. I'm looking forward to it.
Yeah, man. And who we cheersing?
To the Goose, man. Tony
To the
Siragusa.
Goose.
Your team, Baltimore Ravens.
Yeah, I love the Ravens, man.
Rest in peace, my guy.
Yeah. Rest in peace and cheers.
That's smooth.
Yeah, it's smooth,
That is very smooth.
sweet.
I like that.
Yeah.
I do.
Yeah, you can find this one around. I've never seen it in Jersey. I picked this one up in New York.
Okay.
It goes for about I don't know, like $1.50 maybe, $150 a bottle.
Really?
Yeah. It's this is solid though. It's a nice one. People look
Very
for this one.
solid.
It's a sought out after when people look for Cream of Kentucky.
This might be one of the better ones I think I've liked on this show.
I hope so. It's a little bit more pricier, so yeah. Not to say.
And I picked it out
pricey.
today, right?
Yeah, you did.
Yeah.
John picked. He's like, "How about this Cream of Kentucky?" I'm like,
Yeah.
"Yeah, let's put it on." You know.
Very good.
Yeah, this is a nice one. This is solid. And any what's the Johnny Ace's burn rate on this?
I'm going with a 2.75 on this one.
2.75. We're getting the point quarters now here.
Yeah. 2.75 on the burn rate. I'll drink this all day.
Yeah, this is nice. It's definitely sweet.
Yeah.
A little vanilla.
Yeah.
I'm actually tasting the barrel on this though, man. I'm tasting that oak. You know,
Yeah.
It's nice.
Yeah, no caramelly flavor for me.
No
I do taste a little bit of sweetness, but
Yeah, I'm getting a lot more on my.
Are you?
On my end, yeah.
maybe I'll do a little water.
Yeah.
But can you imagine from I got to go back and watch the first episode, man, when I wouldn't even touch this stuff. You know? Now I'm picking them off your shelf. I'm like, Ken, can we have this one?
Yeah. He's an official. Well, he's been a convert for I guess quite a few episodes in now at this point. So when we started out our first episodes with getting John to like bourbon, now it's just like, hey man, what do you want to drink today?
Yeah, now we need to do something else, right? We need to think of a new shtick.
Yeah, I know. Getting John to not like bourbon. What can I throw in there?
Once there's a little bit of water in there.
Yeah, it's nice.
Oh man, that's nice. This is a long episode, right? We've been rambling on for a while.
Oh no, we haven't. But on that note, maybe we should do our final cheers and give our shout outs.
Wrap it up?
I think so.
Yeah, because I'm having fun. I don't know.
We'll continue on another episode at some point.
I feel like we were very serious today, right?
Do you?
This is like I feel like my tone has been like this all day. Like,
has it?
I love a good food truck.
Yes.
I like a good gun on my waist.
Yes. Well, sorry if we didn't make you laugh this episode.
Yeah. Check out next week's episode.
If you're not laughing with us, you definitely can laugh at us.
Yeah. Or you're
because
not
we look
watching us.
funny, you know?
Shout outs today are for Vermont Beer Makers.
Yes.
Shout out to Ken and his father-in-law for going there and picking this up for us.
Yes, thank you.
Shout out to your favorite fair this summer, man. Go to a food truck. Support these guys at the food trucks. Get yourself a fried Oreos.
Yeah,
or,
and keep in mind, too, a lot of times these food trucks, that's all they have is the truck. They don't have a standalone.
Yeah,
They don't have a place that they are settled at. They're nomads with these things. So
like shout out to my cousin Uncle Sal's egg rolls.
Uncle Sal's.
That is his job. I mean, he looks for these festivals to make a living, and he's doing great, and I'm proud of him. So,
yeah, absolutely.
We had the conversation before he started doing this, and he's like, "What do you think?" And I said, "Dude, go for it, man. You got to do what you love."
Yeah, and if it doesn't work, well,
try something else.
Try something else. Yeah. That's life, man. Not everything works out the way you want in the beginning.
Shout out to Cream of Kentucky.
Rutledge Distillery.
Rutledge Distillery.
J.W. Rutledge Distillery.
J.W. Rutledge. He's probably no longer with us, but shout out to him anyway.
Yeah, I don't know.
Shout out to the Supreme Court. What the fuck are you guys doing over there?
Yeah. Shout out to our. Well, do you want to say shout out to our decision makers? Because we don't agree with those. All the decisions.
That was more sarcastic. That was a sarcastic shout out.
And shout out to Chuck. I'm glad you're out of
shout
surgery.
Out to Chuck, man.
And,
feel better. Speedy recovery, my dude.
He's been a best friend of mine since I was 4 years old. So. For 37 years.
Yes.
So, wow, I feel old by saying I know someone for 37 years.
Yes,
but,
sir. Yes, sir.
But yeah, we're happy to see you out of the hospital. And
shout out to all of you, man. Thanks for watching, guys.
Yeah, so, let's
share our content. Please share our content. Let everybody know.
Subscribe,
comment. Let us know what you want us to drink. Let us know what you want us to talk about.
Yes.
Any issues, dude. We'll go into it.
Yes.
And we need ideas, man. Send it to us. Something you want us to eat, something you want us to do.
Yeah.
You want Ken to stand on his head for a whole episode. Put it in the comments.
Yes.
We need comments.
Yes.
All right.
I think we're good. Well, cheers, John.
Cheers. Happy summer.
And happy summer, guys. And as always, cheers to you guys.
Peace.
Later.